You might have heard of that 10,000 hour rule. We have to put in 10,000 hours into a task before you're really an expert. But what about that first ever hour? Chances are it's not going to be good at all. Well, meet Blake. He's about to take his first hour here with his first shift as an Instacart shopper. And as a side hustle expert, I have never been a fan of grocery or shopping apps, but you and I are going to watch this video, take away some tips and best practices, and watch possibly some mistakes here so we can help you make more money in your own side hustle.
We're actually doing my least favorite gig app ever, Instacart.
I agree,
but
Blake.
I haven't done it in a very long time, and this is my first shift of 2023. Over $20.
All right, $20.54, 8.5 miles. Fantastic dollars to mile ratio. That's what you want to see. You want to see the flame. You want to see the bonus pay on Instacart. It's boost. That's what they call it. It's $8 base, 12 tip. So, it's 2 though. It's 2 shop and delivers. Not a huge deal. It's only 23 items. Okay, it's going to come down to the shop time.
I don't really have an Instacart strategy. Like I said,
What should your strategy be as an Instacart shopper? What I find is, again, I don't love it, but I'll tell you this, what does work. So Shipt and Instacart or Shop and Deliver, any shopping apps that you want to go as fast as possible. Don't rush, but you're going to get faster the more familiar you get with the store and the layout. So you know exactly, like, yeah, boom, GM's over here. I know this is over here, and the shop time is going to be smaller and smaller, faster and faster.
And right off the bat, I was about to walk in without even grabbing a shopping cart.
Oh, come on, Blake.
Such a rookie mistake.
That is.
When I finally got in, my phone service was so bad that I had to keep going in and out of Smith's just so that things would load. And then,
I mean, is there anything else you can do? Because if your phone has no signal, you can't mark something as pulled. And you can't even mark that you're done, that you're checking out, that you pull up the Instacart shopper card. I feel like that's not going to happen a lot in most metros. Have you had that problem?
I couldn't even find the next item anywhere. It said it was on the back wall.
Oh, that's the time suck with shopping apps, folks. I feel you, Blake. I mean, again, I understand the faster you'll get, the more familiar you are with the store, like I just said. But when you can't find something, it's just adding time over and over.
30 minutes had gone by now, and I ran into my next problem. I was running
30 minutes in, he's already had an 18-minute commute. It was, what, $20-some? He still has 8+ miles to drive. Okay, well, shopping's done. First delivery. Second delivery.
Wow, it takes us about 50 minutes to get all the items. And I didn't realize that it was 2 guests' items that I was doing. So it was like 2 batches.
You have to know if it's a stacked order. So 2 or more assignments for 1 driver, or in this case, shop. You have to know that. It said 2 shops, 50 minutes of shop time, 18 minutes. He's already over an hour for $20-some. I mean, if it was done now, it'd be fine, but it's just time sucking away.
So all in all, I made $20 in an hour and a half.
I mean, it was 23 overall units. It's not the worst though, but a lot of, mistakes. You need a bigger cart, split the cart into 2. You probably could have fit it all into 1 regular cart. 18-minute commute, 50-minute shop time. So if you cut that down to, let's say, 30 minutes, plus 18 minutes for the commute there, plus 5 minutes, plus 13 minutes for the deliveries. Well, let's just count the active time. The active time for a 30-minute shop plus 5 minutes plus 15 minutes, that's about 50 minutes total for $20. That's better. It's not stellar, but it's better.
That is so bad, but I'm determined to actually get good at this. We are driving to supposedly a high demand store right now.
The name of the game is faster shop time. That's it with grocery apps, because it's the same thing. It's a dollars to mile ratio and a dollars to time ratio. How much am I getting paid for? How much time is it really going to take in the real world? Grocery and shopping apps, it is the latter. It is dollars to time, Blake.
That Smith's probably not ever going to go to again unless the order is well worth it. I'm talking like...
Ooh, see what he did there? Do you agree with that? That Blake's saying, hey, that Smith's grocery store, they have awful service, so I'm probably not going to go there again. That kind of makes sense because, I mean, that's not really going to change unless a cell service just improves to that location. Then you might want to blacklist that because I think that is more rare to have like a specific pocket of no service there. If you have that, like try maybe one other shop. If it's still a dead zone, I kind of agree with that. I wouldn't go there again. Next batch, $28.09, 14.5 miles, and it's a stacked order. What do you think? Let's have you decide. Comment down below. Would you accept this order? What do you think? $28, 14 miles. It is a stacked order, but there's only 11 items. Accept or decline. I would accept this one. I like the dollars to mile. Now, obviously, it depends on positioning as well. You know, knowing your marketplace, the ending destination, do I want to end in that area? Let's assume it's an okay area, but it's $2 a mile, which is good. Our channel goal is a minimum 175. It is a stacked order, but it's only 11 items. I feel like I could be in and out pretty quickly. Cross your fingers. I could be in and out there pretty quickly on 11 items.
So this is a great batch. This is what I like to see. $28, only 11 items,
right.
11
the
units,
items.
But it is kind of a long distance, and it is 2 batches stacked on top of
Agreed.
each other. But I'm hoping we can get this done.
Right.
Let's say 40 minutes.
30? Yeah, 30, 40 minutes.
I'm going to start the timer. Just realized that I have never, ever shopped at Costco.
He doesn't know where things are laid out if he's never been to Costco.
I ended up going for almost 3 hours and only made about $45.
Hold on. All right, Blake. $47. He said about, 2 hours, 49 minutes. We could round up for like 3 hours just for a rough estimate there. Yeah, $15.95. So he did over 16 an hour. Not stellar. And keep in mind, that's before taxes. And then per batch, he did 2 batches, but they were stacked orders. So a batch is just like a request, but it encompasses the stacked orders. You got 2 stacked orders. $11.96 per stop, basically, which isn't bad. I'm curious on the miles there.
Roughly $15 per hour, even with that really good Costco order. That first order was just so bad and took us so long that we really couldn't make up for it.
Great video, Blake. We'll have him linked down below. And my verdict is there were some opportunities there, especially on that second batch grouping. But again, the name of the game, listen to this and let me know if you agree down below in the comments. It is efficiency, that dollars to time ratio. Assuming, again, dollars to mile is okay. You have to be efficient in that store. Ideally, I like how Spark does it, actually. Spark, you go to that self-checkout and you just have to scan one general barcode, if I'm remembering correctly. You don't got to scan everything. Versus like Instacart or Shipt, you got to go through the checkout and then you use your designated card. Do you like shopping gigs? Do you not really like shopping gigs? There's definitely pros and cons. Let me know your verdicts down below.